Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I've got my November beauty empties to share with you. There actually is a fair amount of stuff here, so I don't want to get too lengthy in the intro here, but I do want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys. I think that there's a lot of really new people here that have recently subscribed to my channel, and I've just been really feeling the love, so I just wanted to really quickly say hello and welcome, and thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I know that I don't say that near enough, but I definitely just wanted to make a note of saying that. And if you are new, you may not realize that I am actually in the process of transitioning my entire makeup and lifestyle and beauty collection over to cruelty-free products. So there are some items in here that are not cruelty-free brands, and just to make the distinction right here at the top, primarily the reason I won't be repurchasing those items is because of their non-cruelty-free status. So I just want to make that clear now and reiterate that for you guys. So yeah, let's just hop in because there is actually a fair amount of stuff to chat with you guys about. Kind of boring to start with, but I've got a bunch of samples here that I want to just quickly touch on. So the first item is the Mrs. Meyers Clean Day Basil Hand Soap, and this was just like a 2-time kind of use packet. It came in a well.ca order, and it actually came with a coupon, and I ended up purchasing this not only because of the coupon, but actually because I really did love the fragrance of this as well as the performance. So I have a bottle of it already purchased and in my bathroom. This was the Sunday Riley UFO Oil, and it was just like one of the little Sephora samples, and I really did like the way that this product was performing on my skin. I know with a sample like this you really can't see results, but it didn't irritate my skin at all. My skin felt very nourished, but it also felt very balanced, so I definitely would consider purchasing this in the future. It's a little bit out of my budget at the moment, but definitely something that I'll keep in mind for the near future because I really did like the way this performed, and I'm very curious about trying this for an extended period of time. This is just a small packet of the OleHenrikson oil-free perfecting cream. Love this stuff. Every time I can get my hands on a sample like this, I pick it up. I got another one that I actually used this morning. I really do like this stuff, and I would definitely consider purchasing. This little guy is the Vasanti Brighten Up Enzymatic Face Rejuvenator. It is a exfoliating cleanser, and I really enjoyed this sample. I don't know much about this line at all, so if you guys have a little bit of information on Vasanti, please let me know if there's products that you like from the line, or if you know anything about this product. But this was like such a fine exfoliator, and I really liked that because it didn't feel abrasive, it didn't feel harsh, it didn't feel like it was damaging my skin. In fact, it really just felt like my skin was really just so purified afterwards and just refreshed, and I really did enjoy this. I kept this in the shower, and I found myself actually reaching for it every time I took a shower, and I don't usually try to use exfoliators like that, but I really did enjoy using this one, so I would definitely consider picking this guy up in the future. This is a really tiny little bottle of the Effaclar Duo Plus by the Roche Possay, and I really do enjoy this product. However, they're not cruelty-free, so I'm just trying to work my way through all of these tiny little samples that I've managed to accumulate over the last couple of years. This might be my last one. I might have one more, but I do really enjoy this. I think that it sits really nicely underneath of makeup, and it just gives you that added security that you're not going to like break out because you're treating your skin while you have product on top of it. But yeah, I'm not going to ever be purchasing this stuff again unless this brand goes cruelty-free, but it is a great product. It's just not something I want in my life anymore. I may as well continue on skincare, and this is another item from an Ipsy bag. This is the Aphrodite Olive Oil Eye Cream, Anti-Aging and Hydrating, and this is a really rich eye cream. I did enjoy it. I personally don't find much difference between eye creams. Like, it's just not something that I see a lot of effect from other than nourishing, and I primarily use this product, to be honest, to clean up fallout under my eyes when I would do my eyeshadow before I did my foundation. So it was really good for that. It would add a little bit of moisture as well as pick up product. So I was using it for that, but I am really interested in getting an eye cream into my skincare routine because, you know, now that I am like in my late 20s, I'm 26, I am noticing a lot of dryness around my eyes. I definitely have like small wrinkles around my eyes. I think it's just my eye shape though, because I've kind of always had like creases in this inner corner here. But I am very curious to try eye creams and to really find the right one for me because I just haven't found that yet. But yeah, it was good while it lasted. It's not something I'm going to run to repurchase by any means. But yeah, it was alright. Side note though, I did actually cut into it just to get as much as I could out of here, so that actually is probably a good sign. It just didn't make a lasting impression, I guess. I've mentioned this next product a fair amount of times in my empties already, but this is the Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Cleansing Gel. I've mentioned this before, like I said, and it is a really good cleanser. It works really well for my combination oily, acne-prone skin. I just find that it's really refreshing whether I use it morning or night. It also is very cleansing and it really does take off all my makeup. Like, I will go in with a micellar water before, but this is a really good cleanser. And yeah, I really don't have much else to say about it because I've talked about it a million times. I have repurchased it. There's one sitting in my shower right now as well. Speaking of micellar waters and cleansing, this is the Pacifica Kale water. This is a micellar cleansing tonic, and I have talked about this before. This is my favorite cruelty-free micellar water that I've personally tried. I really do like this one, and like I said, I have already repurchased it. I will likely continue to just repurchase this one exclusively unless some other better micellar water that's cruelty-free comes along. But for now, yeah, this is my fave. This is the Derma E Soothing Moisturizing Cream, and it's completely used up. I actually just finished this guy this morning, and I enjoyed this one primarily for wearing underneath of my makeup. It wasn't quite rich enough for my skin for the nighttime, but I was mixing it in with my vitamin E oil, also by Derma E. I was just mixing the two in the palm of my hand and then applying it on my face, and this was really nourishing. It felt very rich. I loved this product when it was in combination with that for the nighttime. I haven't repurchased it. I actually have a different moisturizer that I decided to get when this one was running low. I would consider buying this one again in the future, but it's not my favorite. It is a rarity that I finish a lip balm, but I do it every once in a while, and I finished up this Blistex Lip Med-X. This is not a cruelty-free product, so I was really focusing on just trying to get it used up and out of my collection. As soon as I finished it, the next morning I woke up with just these super dry, unhappy lips, and I just haven't been able to recover from it, and it's because I was basically using this on every single night. And yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of a scam. I feel like a little bit of like, they create this like loop, like necessity for the lip balm, or maybe it's just me, maybe my lips are just super dry and I just feel that way. But yeah, not gonna be purchasing this, not only because it's not cruelty free, but because I also just found that it wasn't very effective in resolving the issue as opposed to creating like a temporary solution to the issue, basically. This is the Yes to Tomatoes Combination Skin Mud Mask. This was a charcoal mud mask, and again, I cut the bottle open to get as much as I could out of it. This is a really nice detoxifying mask. I would use this after I steamed my face to really just pull everything to the surface, and I did find that my skin was a lot clearer. I also used this a few times actually as like a spot treatment just for like half an hour while I was watching TV, and I did really find it to be effective at just really drying those the acne out, and I really did enjoy this. For now I won't be repurchasing it because I actually have another mask that's from this line that I'm trying to work through. I feel like this guy is a pretty big accomplishment. This is the Tresemme Perfectly Undone hairspray, and not only did this take me absolutely forever to use, it was definitely like 2.5 years since I purchased this, but it's also not cruelty free, so I'm really excited to be getting this out of my collection. I have got two mascaras here that I've recently finished up. The first one is the Revlon Mega Multiplier, and I did not purchase this one myself. I actually was sent this one by Influencer, and I was not really happy about getting sent this one from Influencer because this is not a cruelty-free brand, and I didn't even do like the campaign for this. I just was randomly sent it, and I've been getting that with Influencer lately. There's like 3 or 4 different products that I've now been sent that are not cruelty-free, that are they just show up at my place. Like I get an email and then they show up the next day, and unfortunately I have to try to use them. So I might have to take myself off of Influencer. Are you guys on Influencer, and have you found that to be a problem? Like, I really love the community aspect of Influencer. Like, I really want to spend time looking at reviews and asking questions and all that kind of stuff, but like I really don't need to get sent this kind of stuff. Like, I just don't. So yeah, little side note, little rant there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Influencer. This was an okay mascara, by the way. I didn't even really talk about it. It was alright. It is like a, what do you call it? Do you call it a tubing mascara? I think it was like a tubing mascara because it would kind of come off as like strand clumps as opposed to like liquid when I would wash my face. So that was pretty cool. It didn't smudge on me at all, but just not into it. I just wasn't into it. That's all that there is to it. This next mascara I was really into. This is the Physicians Formula Lash Contortionist, and the bottle is beautiful for one, but the wand is like the exact same as the bottle, and I think it's just super cool design. I don't think that the design necessarily helps with the effect of my lashes, but I really did like the way that this one performed on my lashes, and I ended up actually repurchasing it at Walmart. This originally, I purchased this at Shoppers just because I was so curious about it, and it was $21 there, which is so steep for a drugstore mascara. So I went to Walmart and I scoped it out, and it was actually only like $13 at Walmart. So keep that in mind if you guys are in Canada. Another non-cruelty-free product. I'm so happy to get this out of my collection. I focused on this in my summer project pan, and I hadn't finished it then, but I have been recently just trying to get it used up so that I can go into 2018 with fewer non-cruelty-free products. This is the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This was my favorite primer for so long, and NARS is no longer cruelty-free, so I have spent some time looking for alternatives, and the Wet n Wild one, in my opinion, performs basically the same on my hooded oily lids, and it's like a tenth of the price, and it's cruelty-free. So I won't be repurchasing this one. I actually used this up in my Project Pan Brulette, and I'm really happy that I focused on finishing this up because, again, it's another product that I don't have to bring into 2018 with me that's not cruelty-free. This is the Rimmel London Salon Pro nail polish. This is in the shade Hip Hop. I finished this in my 12 Pans of Christmas, and I had a fair amount of suggestions to put this in a bowl of warm water so that I can use it, but to be honest, just not interested. There's barely any product left in here. It's so thick, and the color is beautiful. The color is so unique and beautiful, but I have other products I really need to get through. It's not worth the hassle to me to use it maybe 1 or 2 more times. That's all that's maybe left in here is 1 or 2 more uses. So I'd rather just focus on the rest of my non-cruelty-free nail polishes so that I can kind of reimagine my collection in the new year. This is the EOS hand cream. This is in the cucumber fragrance, and I finished this as well in my 12 Pans of Christmas. Really happy to get this out of my collection. Again, it's just another item that's not cruelty-free that I don't have to bring into the new year with me, which makes me super excited. This is a beauty blender. I got this in the Spring Fling set, which came out just around the Spring VIB sale. So I haven't been using it for that long. I only used it for maybe 3 months, and it seems to have held so much product. I don't even know why it's so dark because this is not the color of my foundation or any products that I use. So I unfortunately think it's just super disgusting and moldy in there, which it shouldn't really be because I tend to wash my beauty blender every time I use it. so I'm not really sure why it held onto a lot of moisture or product or something inside of there. But I just don't feel like putting this guy on my face anymore because it's looking pretty gross. And yeah, just not interested. I've got a nail polish remover here. This is the Joe Fresh nail polish remover. This is supposed to be a strengthening formula. I don't ever tend to find that the formulas are all that different, whether they're nourishing or strengthening or anything like that. On my personal nails, I don't find that there's a difference, but I won't be repurchasing this one anytime soon because I actually picked up the Mineral Fusion one on the suggestion of a couple people actually, and I really enjoy it. I've used it to take off like reds, blacks, berries, and it's a really effective nail polish remover. However, it is a lot more expensive than getting something like this, but I am really enjoying it, and I love that it's a cruelty-free product. I'm not 100% sure on Joe Fresh whether they are cruelty-free or not. I just don't know. Like, it's something that there isn't a lot of information on. But I would repurchase this one again in the future if it is. Yeah, not much to say about it. Nail polish remover is pretty boring. I've talked about this toothpaste an awful lot of times, so I don't have a lot to say about it. This is the Jason Power Smile. It's my fave. I've got another one in my bathroom already. It's just my fave. I think it's super good. It functions just like any other traditional toothpaste, but it's all natural. Love it. And this is the matching mouthwash that goes to that toothpaste. This is the Jason Power Smile Peppermint mouthwash, and I haven't yet spoken about this, but I do really, really love this product as well. It's 2 times concentrated, so it looks like you don't get a ton of product in here, but you actually dilute it. So I just pour a small amount into the cap, and then I'll dilute it with tap water, either 2 times the amount or even 3 times the amount, and it still is very effective and very strong flavored. Very refreshing. Not much to say about mouthwash either. It's a really good and effective and all natural mouthwash. Doesn't leave any like gross flavor behind, nothing too harsh either, just like a really good fresh flavor. And this last item is actually not an empty but a declutter. This is the Green Beaver Citrus Natural Deodorant. It just didn't work for me. It just didn't work for me. I can't seem to make it work for me at all. I've done like armpit masks with the bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar to kind of like detoxify my pits, and I just can't seem to get this stuff to work for me. I feel like I smell after like half an hour after applying this. And then I get self-conscious, so then I sweat, and then I feel like I smell more. It's just a bad cycle, so I'm just giving up on this. So that is all of my empties. That was a ton of products to finish up over the course of November actually. I feel really good about getting a lot of these items out of my collection. I don't really want to be carrying a ton of just non-cruelty free stuff into 2018, so very excited about that. And just so you guys know, I am finishing up 3 project pans this month, so you never know. There might be a ton more empties coming at the very beginning of 2018, so definitely stay tuned for that. What are some of the products that you guys recently finished? Please let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.